list that I show you here, which is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, they will only ask around these 4 compounds. Now, what do they expect you to know? This is what they expect you to know. If they give you MnO4 minus and they tell you it's an acidic medium, you must be able to predict Mn2 plus is the product. That means it's a given fact that you must know is Mn2 plus. If you don't know, they won't forgive you. You get wrong. Another example, if MnO4 is alkali, you must know it's MnO2. That is the meaning of it. How about I2? You must not give you I minus. Cr2O7, Cr3 plus. Right? You get the message. That is, it is a given fact. You must know this. Now, what happens if they test you beyond the list? Beyond the list, they will tell you the reactant and the product, or else I also cannot solve. And so remember, beyond the list, they will give it to you. If not, it's within my list. Same for reducing agent as well. Acidic, alkaline, or even neutral. Now we're going to talk about balancing half equations. Now, balancing half equation, we got 2 medium, acidic and basic. We are not going to read the words like that. Huh? You will go crazy, I go crazy. Let me show you example so that you can understand better. Can we take a look at the next page as an example? We will begin working on half equation balancing. Now, we are going to integrate what you have learned just now in the common oxidizing and reducing agent. MnO4 is an oxidizing agent. Check your oxidizing agent page. MnO4 minus in acidic medium, what does it give you? Mn2 plus. How do I know? They tell me, the table tell me. So that is how I know MnO4 minus give you Mn2 plus, reactant and product. Now, we need to balance this equation. Now, to balance this equation, you need to follow this formula. Balance the element first with oxidation or reduction. Meaning that the element that undergo oxidation or reduction, you will balance it first. Like in this case, Mn is the one that undergo reduction and oxidation. Make sure they have the same amount. In this case, they are the same amount. Next, what do? You will balance the oxygen with water. After you balance the oxygen with water, you will balance the hydrogen with hydrogen ion. After that, you balance the charge with electron. Let me show you what I mean. So right now, I already balanced my element that is reduced. Now I move the oxygen. How many oxygen I have here? 4. So I need 4 oxygen. I introduce 4 H2O. So oxygen balance. Once oxygen is balanced, balance of hydrogen. How many hydrogen you have here? 4 times 2, 8. So you will introduce 8H plus on the left. So therefore, hydrogen, oxygen, and the element reduced or oxidized is balanced. Now, electron. Now, electron is a tricky one. It's a bit of tricky. Electron, remember, is -1 charge. So right now, let's calculate the charge on the left. +7. The charge on the right, +2. Now remember, if you want to balance the charge, the only way is subtract the number. Why subtract the number? Because electron is negative, it's not positive. The only way to balance it is introduce electron, which is negative charge. So that means, how do I convert these two to be the same charge? Look at the bigger number. The bigger number is +7. You will introduce 5 electron. Because 5 electron is the same as -5. 7 minus 5 will give you 2. Here we go. You balance the first half equation. Now, why is this called a half equation? Because half equation got electron. That's the meaning of it. Let me delete away this one. Hey, so we finished the first one. You got a second reactant, C2O4. What does it give you? CO2. How do I know CO2? Check your oxidizing and reducing agent page. All of them are written down there. Follow the rule again. Balance the element, oxidize or reduce. This is 2. This is 1. Put a 2 here. Oh, element balance. Not just carbon balance, oxygen also balance. So you take care of oxygen, naturally hydrogen don't have to worry. Now balance the charge. The charge on the left is -2. The charge on the right is 0. Remember, you only can subtract. You always subtract from the bigger to the smaller. 0 can become -2. You introduce 2 electrons. That's why I say redox reaction is about electrons. Now I got this. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Now, when you see overall equation, do you ever see electron in the questions? At least I don't. So that means you want to combine them as a balanced equation, you must get rid of the electron. When you get rid of electron, I want you to think of one word. LCM. Lowest common multiple of your electron. So what is the lowest common multiple between 5 and 2? It should be 10. So you take equation 1 times 2, because 5 times 2 give you 10. And you plus equation 2 times 5, and you merge them together. This will give you the final equation as follows. 10 electron plus 16H plus 2 MnO4 minus, and you plus 5 C2O4 because you're merging them, and followed by plus 2 Mn2 plus 8 H2O plus 10 CO2, and plus 10 electrons. It looks like a very complicated equation, but you get the gist of it. Now look very carefully. 10, 10. So chemistry is like man. They like to simplify it. I don't want the 10 because you can shift the 10 over to the right, you subtract it, and your leftover equation should be the one that I highlighted. Just need to write down the final equation in this manner, more than sufficient. And here we go. We finish the acidic medium equation. Now,